limiting beliefs like you can't succeed or live your dream because you have the wrong color, gender, size, background, whatever. So oftentimes these empowering beliefs are going to come head to head with limiting beliefs. Or in the case of Gandhi, he actually would sometimes start with the limiting belief, which again, in Gandhi's case, when you first look at this second belief, it may not be what most people consider limiting. And that's where it gets interesting here when we start thinking about things like thought viruses. Somebody might say it's okay to use violence if your goal is good, right? Because it's about liberty or self-rule. So yes, of course, it's okay to do that. Now, that becomes an interesting question. Is that an empowering belief or a limiting belief? And this is going to be one of the interesting things that we look at. Things that can sound empowering can also lead to undesirable consequences. For example, somebody has a belief like, I'm capable of myself, I don't need anybody else's help. You might go, wow, that sounds like a really empowering belief. And yet that might lead that person to be unable to ask for help when they need it. It might generate things where you have confidence without the competence because I just have that belief. So that's where we've got to also look at some of the nuances here. Now, again, what Gandhi was saying, this idea of it's important to be the change you want to see in the world, and there is a connection between your means and your ends. And so to say, I want to create peace through violence is actually an interesting challenge. And now here's the other key thing. Remember what I said before. You're not saying, in this case, this is hopefully very clear. We're not saying that one of these beliefs is right and one of them is wrong. And for one to be right, the other has to be wrong. We are saying they are choices, and these choices have consequences, and beliefs are beliefs. The map is not the territory, but you need to choose which map you want to operate from. And that, of course, is what the goal of all sleight of mouth, but that's going to be especially the goal that we look at in Sleight of Mouth 2.